Communication is the foundation on which relationships are formed and is critical to the success of any business. Wedgeworth Business Communications understands just how important employee communication is within your organization. We ensure that this message is intentional and delivered exactly how you want it. With so much information traveling throughout the world, you need to ensure that your message doesn't get lost in the crowd. Video allows creativity and entertainment to be coupled with information and learning for a truly distinct experience. WBC will help ensure that your story stands out from the rest and receives notice from your audience.
With American business booming in the 1920s, many small and mid-sized companies required a variety of accounting services. Alexander Grant & Company hung its shingle on Dearborn Street in downtown Chicago and went to work providing accounting, auditing, and tax services.
I absolutely, positively love the work environment. I love the job that I do. It's very fast-paced, constantly moving. Things are constantly changing. Yes, I do enjoy it.
I think the one thing that I've liked most about IST since I've been over here is I think the enthusiasm people have for not doing things necessarily just the same old way we always have, but always looking for new ideas and trying to find a different way to do things that adds more value to the business.
When empowerment was introduced into purchasing, into the pipe buying part of it, we looked at where we were buying pipe, from whom, for whom, what the cost was there standardization or not standardization, and we quickly realized that we just were not leveraging the quantities and the qualities and the standardization throughout the organization.
I'll never forget Tavo sitting in the oncologist's office after he'd done the initial exam, and his asking the oncologist, "Is my wife going to die?" You know, and the oncologist said, "Well, you're asking me, is your wife going to die of breast cancer anytime soon? We don't know." And that was really not what we wanted to hear.
From an assassin's bullet, the dreamer had fallen, and the enraged rose up. Chicago's west side exploded in fiery conflict.
In 1968, Chicago was listed as perhaps America's most segregated city.
With the city at the brink of destruction, a small group of civic and business leaders, black and white, agreed to meet. Out of a city desperate for change grew an organization unlike any other, Chicago United.
Jay just started to weep. He just started to cry. And I wanted to cry with him, but I knew I couldn't because it would even be scarier for him.
Mommy's fine. Mommy's gonna make it. Mommy's a fighter. Mommy's gonna do whatever she's gonna need to do in order for Mommy to still be here.
So you're glad we finally got the phone?
The one thing I knew I had to do was make it.
The story of the Catholic Church in America is like the story of this nation. The Catholic Church in Chicago has been blessed by blacks whose faith is both alive and vibrant. We celebrate this story as we build a rich and living legacy.
BP's typically in the past been known as a company that's lagged behind on land seismic, and we're going to change that this year with a campaign that's going to change the face of land seismic forever.
What we're doing is taking state-of-the-art technology, talented people, applying them against that huge resource base.
We are spending in WMSETA something like 125 million on technology, but the investment required to get the resource out will be many billions. Therefore, 125 million is the best money I think I've spent in the last few years.